shows, gun shows, country shows, hunting shows are for all incomes. Not this one. This is a show for the rich. There are people, a lot of people here, who spend more than $1 million a year booking hunting and shooting trips. Don't judge them. When they come to the UK, they're the ones paying for our wildlife.
It's been a great trip from start to finish. You know, we've met so many interesting clients and some existing ones and some new guys that want to come over, and you know, it's been really fun kind of promoting the UK and Scotland and you know, everything that we can offer to the American market. So it's been a really good trip for us.
I think there's a lot of confidence in the market after the last few years of COVID and bird flu. The last few seasons we've seen a lot of confidence, not just in the UK but also internationally with our clients.
Driven pheasant shooting is not that common in the USA, so why do Americans book it in Britain?
We find a lot of our American clients come to do pheasant shooting because it's a tick box exercise. They've tried everything else and they want to do the traditions of shooting pheasant in the UK, and we're the first ones to be offering that.
In terms of volume for the season, there'd be quite a small percentage, but in terms of value, they're very important. So they'll come for a week, and they'll do slightly bigger days, and you can package it up and do other things. So you know, they're pretty important for us, really. Most of them have got an idea. They've talked to somebody who's been, and so it's really just sort of tapping into that. But you know, for complete novices who've never seen driven shooting like we do in the UK, then obviously you've got to kind of walk them through the process and what it involves, and you know, and also why it is the value it is compared to, you know, walk-up hunting over here. So yeah, it's very different for them.
Well, I spent a lot of time in Europe with the SCI chapters, but also hunting myself. So I certainly appreciate the opportunity of things that go up in the air. The biggest problem is I have a hard time hitting them. So I tend to go to the big game, but you know, as sportsmen, we appreciate every opportunity we have to go out afield and to hunt. And one of the treasures you have when you hunt the world is you learn the customs and traditions of other cultures, which enriches your hunting experience.
Despite competition from other standholders, it's been a bumper year for sales of British shooting here in Nashville, both pheasants and deer.
My expectation after having been to a show 2 weeks prior, which wasn't all that successful, my expectation was a fun time. Having been here in Nashville 12 months ago and sharing a booth and being promoted to my own booth, my expectation was the vibe of the city coming inside the hall, and it has. The Americans are so positive, they love hunting, everybody loves Nashville. They've come in here on sunny days, thank goodness, no snow this time. They've come in here on sunny days. Everybody loves Scotland, and we've had a great show. It's been fantastic, really good. If a person comes to us either with or without an idea, we try and channel them into the whole package. So they may know a little bit about Scotland, they may know the fact that you can shoot an iconic red stag in Scotland, but we maybe try and encourage them to enjoy some fishing, some sightseeing. It's a long way to travel from here across the pond just to shoot a stag. You can shoot stags in various countries in the world, but as I discussed with you the other day, the Scottish red stag has got a certain kudos. And that's what we're selling. We're selling the whole package. We're selling Scotland. We're selling the idea of visiting a beautiful country, seeing a whiskey distillery, maybe trying to catch a fish. We suggest other species, maybe sika, roe. So we're selling experiences here.
Guns sell well here too. Most of the top gun makers have stands.
It's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We've had a very, very busy show, lots of people coming by, old friends, new friends, lots of old faces, new faces. We sold a lot of guns. By last count, I think we only had 6 guns left on the booth available, which is fantastic. I don't know how you could make this show much better, you know, if I'm honest. SCI has sort of been growing and growing over the last few years. I think the move to Nashville was absolutely superb. It's got a really excited crowd here who, you know, clearly love Rigby's.
This single show will earn the UK millions of tourist dollars. Cara reckons the British government should support our contingent here.
I know what my turnover is. Essentially a one-woman business with support from my husband. I know what my turnover is, and I know how hard I have to work to generate that. And I also know how much I spend to come to places like this, to attend shows throughout the planet. It costs me a lot of money. And there are certain agencies, for example, Country Sport Scotland, who support us with their platform at home, I can't deny that, but they are not a government agency. And it would be really, really great if, in the current climate, the Scottish exec would think, hey, wait a minute, I mean, you know as well as I do how much is generated as a direct spend for field sports and fishing into the Scottish economy, not the UK, but the Scottish economy, is significant, and it doesn't really seem to get noticed. So should my industry be supported? For sure, for sure. It would be great to get some help.
For more about the SCI Convention, it takes place every year. Visit safariclub.org.